Hello everyone, this is Jeff Zaleski here again to play a game for you. And this time it's going to be Super Mario World. This is going to be my part 1 where I'm going to play through World 1, 2, and 3 for you. I may be playing on a one-player game, and maybe later I'll find some two-player video of me and a friend playing this, maybe a bit later for the later levels where it's fun, but either way, it's not anything special. But instead of going right, to really start off this game, we're going to go left, because going left takes us to a nice little secret, and throughout this whole level, all you really need to be aware of is that the dinosaurs take 2 hits to kill, and also the big bazooka bills flying at you. I think they're bills, I don't know. Correct me later. You can rant on me later if you want. But we're going to go up, and then we're going to hit the Yellow Switch Palace. And as you can see, when you hit the switch, there's a bunch of coins. That's really just there for you to gain levels. Or not levels, but 1-ups. So use it if you need them. Because this first world is just to get 1-ups, really. But when you hit the switch, you now unlocked all of the yellow outlines. They are now blocks that you can hit, or stand on at least, which will help you a whole lot later in the game. But, now, if you hit that block, you'll get a mushroom. It's one of those nice power-up blocks. And they'll prove to be very useful later in the game. You'll see why soon. Ish. I don't remember where I actually use one, but we'll see what happens. Play through the first actual level like as if it was the level before it, you know, and you run through it. Be careful of all the Monty Moles that pop up out of nowhere, and you'll continue on to this one, which is really a big platformer one. And right here I wanted to show you how the fire person worked, but I ended up dying. So you don't get to see it. Just know that, you know, you can shoot fireballs. They'll bounce on the ground, and it will continue until it hits a wall or an enemy. That's about all you need to know about that. It's a nice power-up to have, especially when you're going up against the bosses. You'll kill them really fast. But we continue on to the first water stage, or at least the first stage that has water in it, predominantly. And the spikes are going to be in the pool of water, and if you do a spin jump on them, you can avoid taking damage, but as you can see, I didn't do a very good job. It can get you from the side, and it can stop you, or you can think that you bounced on it, but you didn't. Next up is Iggy. He is our first major boss in this game, and as you can see, you're going to be climbing on a fence. If I'm right, if you press up, you'll climb onto that fence, just like how you climb up any vine in the game or ladder. But right now I'm going to show you how easy it is to kill him with fire. You pump him with a few of that, you saw how far back he went, but if you don't have it, you just jump on him when the teeter-totter is teetering closer to him falling off. And you knock him into the lava, and we save our first golden egg. That is kind of like the quest that Yoshi asked Mario to do. And he destroys the castle in the fun, unique way, and we continue on to the Donut Plains. And yes, all these places have really silly names. Don't judge them. I mean, the last place was Yosterite, or Yosterland, or something like that. But don't judge. But this is the next new special item, and this is going to be the final one that's really like a power-up special. But it can allow you to fly, and just like the raccoon like the raccoon in the third game, it's going to let you fly, but you can also kind of do, I don't know, a dive, and then it can bring you back up in the air, kind of like in Super Mario N64, that kind of allows you to really stay in the air longer, but in this game you can really last long in the air. But as you can see, this is the next level, and I'm taking you to a secret, because just like in the first level, I went to the first the first level. I went back to get to the Switch Palace. Well, I'm doing it again. This is a Switch Palace. The cave is a Switch Palace, and that's how you do it. You go through one of the tubes in the area, and then you either have to have Yoshi, or you fly and hit that switch, or you fly through the hole. Grab the key, put it through the keyhole, and you unlock the switch that we now hit, and every green outline is now a green block. And the best part about that is that it drops a feather, which gives you that capability. And that's really important later. And you'll see I'll be using it whenever it comes around. And right there, as you can see, I used it. And now I'm just catching back up because this is a really long level due to the side scroll. And it's not that it's a hard level, I just didn't want to show you that first part again. But as you can see, you just need to be careful of all the things that are happening around you. You need to watch out for enemies. Don't be too far at the start of the scrolling, but not too far back to where you can hurt yourself. But it goes slow enough for you to be okay. Now this is going to be our first ghost house. And as you can see, this one isn't so bad. Be careful about jumping too high. And here I even got a little lost and confused. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go through that door 2 times and not hit that switch, that same door, because you're going to go through that door and it's going to take you right to the bottom. And that's all it's ever going to do. You know, unless you don't hit that box and you don't make the switch happen, you go through the door and the next time you hit it, it'll be that plane. You'll climb it up and you'll be able to get out of the level. We're going to continue on to the next level that's after it, and this is kind of the beginning of one of the more harder platformers where you have the moving-ish. As you can see, I'm struggling a little bit, but, you know, if you take it slow, I'm taking it fast. As you can see, I died because I was just rushing through. If you take your time, you go with the roll of things, you make sure you know where all your platforms are, where your jumps are, you will finish, and it's not so hard to really get through. We are on our next level that's right next to our boss. And this level's kind of fun because it shows you that green shell. Or not that green shell, oh I died. But that yellow shell that if Yoshi eats, he gets this crazy pound ability that smashes the ground. And if things are near him when he does it, he kills them. It's a nice ability later. I might do a Here Yoshi special moves and whatnot. You get a star and you murder everything, you just gain 1,000,000 lives. As you can see, I gained like 4 right there. Cut right back up. But now we continue on to Morden. Morden's Castle. We jump off Yoshi because Yoshi doesn't belong here. Morden's Castle is going to be kind of long and tedious, especially with this climb up thing with the moving platforms. Take your time. Be careful. There's a lot of places where you can get the instant kill, like Squish, right? Like here is one of the best ones. Just make sure you're watching what you're doing. Have that cape. It comes really nice and handy. As you can see, the green blocks are there to really help. There's an extra feather for me. But when you fight Morden, all you're going to do is jump on his head. Then he's going to climb up the walls, climb up on the ceiling, and once he's above you, he's going to drop down and smash the ground. If you're touching the ground, when he hits the ground, it'll kind of like, it'll freeze you for a little bit, and he can do his damage there. But in reality, all you got to do is just jump on his head. We save the next golden egg, as it says thank you, and we kill that castle in the fun, unique way that he will do in every castle. And we're going to move on to the Vanilla Dome. Yes, and I do believe that every area is related to some sort of sweet or fun thing like that. But here we go, we're going to start with Vanilla Dome, the first level. This is going to be the cave. And it's really nice if you have a Yoshi. It's going to be really hard to do it without him. And as you can see, I was looking up because there's a secret there that will come in handy later when I do my secret level-ish. This is going to be one of the longer levels, so be prepared to last out. I'm almost done. But remember to have that Yoshi, because that, as you can see, that blue shell gave me the flight ability, which comes in handy a lot later. But we're going to continue on to our next level, and I'm going to show you a secret. Sadly, as you can see, soon I'm not going to be able to have Yoshi with me. Bye, Yoshi. But I'm going to show you the first secret of this area that I'm willing to show you, because it is our first Switch Palace. Like the green and the yellow, this one is going to be our red one. And you're going to want to walk through the first line of coins with that switch, hit the switch and run all the way through to the other side and go through that one area that was inaccessible before. You're going to grab that key, you're going to swim through the water. It's going to push you up regardless. And you're going to have to push the down key to actually go down. It's going to work, it's like a floaty. We're going to take the key to the keyhole and unlock our new Switch Palace right there, the red Switch Palace. Right here, what you're going to want to do is you have to hit the switch and use that shell to kill all the turtles. It's just a fun little one-up if you could do it. As you can see, I did it, but it was kind of like luck. I'd never done it before until then. We disperse the red blocks, and the bad thing about the red blocks is that they don't give you any item when you hit them. Most of the time, they're going to work as a nice platform that you never had before. And now we burn through this level the real way it was intended to be taken. And this has two levels. You can go on the lower half, or you can go on the half that I'm on. I find the upper half is a lot easier. And it doesn't matter how you get there, but you're going to get to the end, and you're going to complete it. But as you can see, I got to 100 points, and when you get 100 points through hitting that bar, you unlock the special level that is kind of, you get one-ups determining on how many lines, vertical and horizontal, that you make, and diagonals as well, and correlating to the center picture, which is your goal to get all the pictures looking like. We are now on our second ghost house. And as you can see, we now have green double bubbles, and I'm, of course, flying over because I'm lazy. But what you're going to want to do is not go through that door. Don't do it. But grab that switch, go through the blue door, and you're going to get out real nice and fast. Nothing to it. But in between of me flying, all there was just a lot of platforms, and all you have to do is really look out for the green bubbles. I think there's a few power-ups there, like mushrooms and the flower, but other than that, just don't kill yourself. As you can see, I just barely did with the shell, trying to be cool. This is the next level, and it's, as you can see, lava. And really your only fear here is the piranha plants and the flame dragons. Just jump over the lava dragon things and be wareful of the piranha plants. You can kill them with the flower or with the cape just by spinning and running into them. But as you can see, just like all the levels before it, I go through it and I continue on to the next level, which is my favorite level. Just because of the fact that it shoots missiles, as you can see, I didn't do too good. But I love this level because I can just run right through it, and I can use those missiles to bounce off and to get into areas that I'd have to do a lot of work to get to. But as you can see, when I'm little, I'm a bit more cautious. But just be careful with the bullet bills, you know, and be careful with all the bouncy things, because that's relatively new. The further you are to the end, the higher you bounce. We're going to continue on to Lemmy's Castle. I didn't see the name, I'm sorry. I should really be better at that, but I'm not. But here's like one of your first secrets, and to be honest, I've never been able to do it, so I don't really know what it does. If you know what it does, I'm sure it gets you past this horrible part, which is just going to be a lot of moving platforms into the lava and a lot of crushing points. As you can see, you can get crushed quite easily throughout this whole level. Just be careful, watch out for the bones. If you have a feather, if you have the cape, you can kill them with the cape. And as you can see, that green switch did me a whole lot. It gave me the cape for this boss battle. Basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit Lenny 3 times to knock him into the lava. If you hit one of his little drones, his little stand-ins, it doesn't matter. It just kind of makes things go faster. Be wary of the fire, but he isn't so bad. With Lenny defeated, we go and we destroy his castle, so he can never harm another person again. Lemmy. Oops. Oh wow. You guys know. But even this asks you whether or not you found the red or green switches. Be careful of what these things say, because it gives you hints of what you could have been doing. But guys, it's time for me to go. I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a nice day.